This content is brought to you by Petsotics, curating a wide array of high-quality products for your furry or scaly friends, as well as several other services like pet sitting, aquarium maintenance, and website services. At Petsotics, there is something to meet all your pet's needs. After all, they're not just pets, they're family members. Remember to use the discount code CelticBalls10 at checkout.
Hey guys, thanks for coming back. Thanks for being with us all day. You guys have kind of stuck in with us and we appreciate you. We're going to bring out Pip Stalkers. They actually came and are hanging out at our house with us, and they are downstairs. So we're going to bring them out, and please give them a very warm welcome. It's Ashley and Nakita. Hey guys.
Hello. How's it going?
I'm so glad you guys are here and that we actually got to meet you guys. Hey, brother. Our brother T is in the house. JP is in the house. Guys have hung out with us like all day, and we appreciate you. We did hit the 500 mark and somehow surpassed the 500 mark. So everybody's kind of been with us all day. So we appreciate you still hanging with us. I know it's been a long day, but you guys are here with us and we are so glad. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
You want to go first? Sure. What exactly are you wanting to know? Just like how we started, or
just tell us your name, how you guys kind of came about.
That's a funny story. So Pip Stalkers is our name. And it started, she used to be terrified of snakes, deathly terrified of snakes. And I've always loved reptiles, and I wanted one and wanted a snake specifically. And she told me it was never going to happen. And I can't remember, but we went to a reptile show for something, and she bought my daughter a snake. And so I was butthurt because I didn't get the snake that I've been wanting for years. And my daughter got one. And it kind of just started from there. I would hold the snake while she would like clean the tank and all that stuff. And then one day she came to me and was like, I want to start breeding snakes. And I was like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen until you actually aren't afraid of them. Because I'm not like, I can't do all that by myself. And so we were in St. Louis and went to a pet store, and we were looking at a snake, and the lady there just handed her the snake, and she just froze. And after that, it was snake after snake after snake after snake after snake. So
you fall in love. It's that one initial kind of experience, and then it's love at first sight after that, and then you just like from there you go. We've got a bunch of people in the house. Gosh, Kenneth came in, Kike came in, looks like Zach came in. Gosh, Mrs. Kike came in, Mrs. Bosa, Tammy. Gosh, you guys are so good to us. We love you guys. All right, Ashley, your turn. We're going to put you on the spot a little bit.
So, I mean, if you want to kind of know where we're from, we moved to Missouri from Colorado in 2018. So we used to be out by F&A. We're in Loveland, so about an hour from where they're at.
Okay.
And then joined the military when I was 17. Never got, we had dogs and cats and stuff as kids, but never snakes. I had frogs and like salamanders and stuff when I was little, but no snakes. And so I had never held a snake until we got the one for her daughter. And we did all this research and stuff. We set it up bioactive so that way we didn't have to go in and clean everything. But I used to make her take it out just so I could even clean the water bowl. Like even if he wasn't anywhere near anything, I would make her take him out just so I could change the water bowl like every other day. So we went from that to almost 70 now, I think is what we've got now. So, and that's just within 2 years.
And you know, and you and Mr. Donahue are the same, because he was the exact same way. It was, oh, let's get one of those for you.
Right.
But I don't want to hold it. I don't want anything to do with it. But now, you know, look at both of you just doing the thing, and both of you kind of getting in there and holding the snakes and getting the snakes and doing all the things. So, you know, it's a great thing. It's, you know, pretty amazing what you guys are capable of now. So,
Yeah, it's funny because she does more with the snakes now, and I take care of the rats.
well, and I think that as much as I love the snakes, and as much as I do know the genetics, and I do know the breeding, and I do know what we're doing, he knows a lot about the genetics, and I know Ashley does too. So, you know, I noticed last weekend when we were sitting in there talking about other stuff, they're just going on and on and on about genetics and what's this and this and this and this, and I'm going, yeah, okay. And we were talking about something entirely different, because we talk about this stuff all the time, and we're like, okay. And we were talking about something entirely different, and I mean, it's not that we know any less than they do. It's just that we wanted to talk about something different for a second. So it's just like, give us something else to do.
Right.
You know?
See, I feel like
because
every
we have to talk
conversation
about.
we have now, it always comes back to snakes. Like we'll be talking while I'm at work or something, and she'll be trying to talk about her daughter or something, and I'm just like, yeah, so this snake.
Yeah. He'll be looking at Morph Market, and I'm like, are you on porn site again? And he's like, yeah. looking at this one on, you know, so-and-so's store, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I was looking at that one earlier. You know.
At least you guys are looking at the same snakes though, because we like completely different snakes. I like all the dark stuff, and she likes all the super bright, pretty stuff. So
oh gosh, we got some more people coming in. We've got Eric V. We've got Thomas from Lil Life Pipeline. Gosh, you guys are so good to us. Did I miss somebody?
Drop time.
Drop time, Eric. Gosh. And see, I told you guys I had questions for you. I even sent you the questions, and I'm off on a tangent. So how long actually have you guys been keeping reptiles?
So we got her daughter's snake in 2019. And then we didn't start actually buying snakes to breed until 2020, like March or April of 2020.
Okay, so it's not been an overly extended period of time.
No.
It kind of, because she went to Pennsylvania for Army training and came back and was like, oh, by the way, we're going to have this many snakes shipped to us when it gets warmer. And I was like, oh,
What did you do?
So once like spring, summer hit, we had like
We probably already
7
had,
snakes ship within a couple months.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
So at that point, did you buy a rack system, or were you still doing the bioactive?
We went straight to racks because we had at that point, I think we had already known Ryan for a little while, and she works for Ryan Thomas
Okay.
full time. So we had already been over to his place and seen all of his racks and everything. And we're just like, yeah, this is the way to go. Cause the one bioactive that we had, you know, it's 55 gallons and it's just got one snake in it. Like Mike over at 21st Century, I don't know how he does all that with all the different enclosures and stuff. That's craziness.
A lot.
But I know that the rules are different too. So
Now, for anybody that does not know who Ryan Thomas is, can you tell them what his company is?
Superior Scales Reptiles.
And he does make some beautiful snakes. We've gotten a couple or 3 from him already. He's got some gorgeous, gorgeous stuff.
yeah, every time he hatches out something new, I'm like, what'd you hatch out this week? What'd you hatch out this
What have
week?
you got? What have you got? Yeah, he's got some great stuff. So, so you both, I want to say, I don't know how I want to say this. You both have your own kind of special place in the business.
Yeah, I would say so, because
Yeah.
it equals out, because like she had stated earlier, I like all the bright, lighter color stuff, and she likes all the darker stuff. And at first, not that I didn't like the darker stuff, it didn't stand out to me. But now over time, when I see it now, I'm just like, oh wow, that's so pretty. We have to have that snake, just because it balances it out.
My very first snake that he bought me was for my birthday, and it was the queen bee, which of course is a very bright snake. And so I found myself very drawn to the brighter snakes. And now it's a toss-up. I love both. I love the really, really dark stuff. I love the acid, and I love the chocolates, and I love the really mahoganies and the dark jeans and all the really dark stuff. But I love all the bright stuff too. So it's a real toss-up for me. And he loved all the dark stuff. But I think I've kind of gotten talked into some of the bright stuff too. So that's a toss-up. We like it both.
Right.
Have you either one had to face any challenges by being a female in the industry at all?
I kind of halfway count, so no. Like, I don't know. I've always been in male-dominated fields, though. Like, I joined the military straight out of high school, and then before we moved here, I was a semi-truck and diesel mechanic, which is male-dominated again. So I just work my way in and become one of the guys instead of people looking at me as, oh, that's a girl. And if anybody tried to talk crap to her, they'd have to deal with me. So, and
Right.
vice versa. So,
I don't think I've ever faced challenges, because I don't know. I can be girly and I can be a tomboy, but I'm more on the tomboy side. So I just get along with everybody usually. And I wouldn't say that we have faced any kind of challenges like that.
No.
Because most everyone that we are, we have come to be friends with, you and Jeff and Ryan and Nick, like they're all very welcoming. So that kind of helps too.
Right.
So
I think we have been lucky by the men that we surround ourselves with. Dear God, Juicy G in the chat, Carsay's chat.
I thought Juicy G was coming downstairs or something.
God help us. God help us.
don't give him any ideas.
Do not give that gal any more encouragement. We have surrounded ourselves. I think the ladies that came before us maybe had a harder time than we do. And I'm sure that there's, because there's been some pushback on certain issues, but for the most part, I mean, most men, they treat us with so much respect, and I don't get too much. I think sometimes they'll ask him something before they'll ask me, because they don't think I know what I'm talking about. But for the most part, it's pretty much the same, because they've seen me on the lives, or they've seen me with him, and they know that, we know what we're doing. And if I don't, I'm going to ask him anyway.
Yeah.
So, or I'm going to ask one of my brothers in the chat, hey,
Right.
and they'll tell me what I need to know. So I'm not worried about it.
Nobody's going to mess with you either, because then they got Earl on them, and nobody wants that. So
No. Do either one of you have a favorite morph that you're working with, or is there a favorite morph that you want to get into to work with that you have not gotten into at all?
So when we first started, it was Pied and Hypo. And I still love them. Like they will always hold a place in my heart. We have Pieds and Hypos. But I then discovered Mystic Potion and fell in love with Mystic Potion.
Oh yeah.
And then later discovered GHI Mystic Potion, and that's even more phenomenal. So we're kind of working with that, but it's kind of a surprise. But yeah, I would say GHI Mystic Potion and Hypo are like my absolute favorite.
Favorites.
Same with me. We started off where I wanted to make super GHI everything because since the very beginning, I love GHI. Like nothing you can put it in where it doesn't look good except for pinstripe. Not look good with pinstripe. But that's about the only thing. And then now we've kind of moved into like the blackhead, more towards that. And I want to put like cypress and like super blackhead, and we're doing a pairing this year for blackhead calico stuff because like it brings up those high whites and stuff. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it does.
The dark stuff mixed in with like some of the light stuff. So
Yeah. We don't have any calico. We have sugar, but I mean, I love how sugar and calico bring up those high white on the sides. Man, that looks good. Do you have any other reptiles that you work with or breed or are going to get into?
So we don't breed them, but we have one king snake, we have one sand boa, 9 crested geckos, seven crested geckos, 3 leopard geckos, and a bearded dragon.
Okay.
She's my baby.
And I wanted Tegu so bad, but we rent our apartment, or our house. But I don't think the landlord would be okay with the Tegu.
I don't even know.
I'm sorry, did you see Carl come in?
I did see Carl come in. I said hi.
And Lincoln.
I did not see Letka come in. Hey, Logan. I did not. I'm trying not to fall behind, but I get to talking and asking questions and getting off subject completely that I forget. I
think that's the only legitimate one.
Is that okay?
I think.
I try to keep on track, but I get a little sidetracked from time to time. I do love Calico Carche. I really do. I see. I even got sidetracked because some of these questions aren't even on my sheet. Because that one totally was not on there. I do love Blackhead. We just bought Blackhead. Hi, Black Phillip. We just bought Blackhead. We had Black Pastel, which we were excited about, but we just got into Blackhead, and we're really excited about that one. Let's see. Who is your biggest supporter, who has had the biggest impact on you?
I'd have to, like, obviously Ryan, because he got us started from the beginning. Like, as soon as we had probably 6 snakes, I messaged Ryan about doing like an internship with him just to learn more and get more comfortable around the snakes, because we know Ryan has a lot more snakes than we do. And I was like, if we're going to do this, like, we need to kind of see how it functions on a bigger level without being like, I don't want to be Billy from Patient Creation by any means. I don't want 1,000 snakes and all this craziness. But Ryan kind of operates on a smaller level, but way bigger than like the average small breeder. So,
right. I saw Jello Shot come in. Jello
Okay.
Shot. There's so many Ashleys. If I say Jello Shot, she'll know who I mean.
all right.
That's
For
my
no
girl.
secrets. But there's so many like mid-level breeders that you wouldn't think of. Like because like there's Ryan and then Nick Papa is local also. We like a lot of the projects that he works in, and Eric Carney, he kind of does it a little different. Like he's on the like lower end of stuff, but he gets a lot of people into the hobby in the area because he does a lot of banana and pied, and like most of his snakes aren't super expensive, so people can just come in and be like, hey, this is $100, and get super attached to it, and then be like, oh, there's all this other stuff.
Right.
Because that's where we started. Our first snake was a male normal het clown, like $60.
They don't have to be expensive to get into the hobby and fall in love with, and then you start getting into the the bigger stuff. Yeah, and I had talked to Nick Papa so many times and had not put a face to the name, and stood and talked to him over at the show a month or so ago, and did not even realize who I was talking to until we left, and I was like, that was Nick Papa. And it was like, do you know who that was? And Mr. Donahue and I were like, that was Nick Papa. And we're like, didn't even dawn on us that that's who we were talking to. It's like, we've talked to him so many times in chat and in DMs and stuff, and not even realizing that was who we were talking to.
Yep.
Such a nice guy, very nice guy. This is kind of on the same, kind of along the same lines, but who do you look up to in the reptile community?
So for me, I really like what Nicole Lyons in Canada does. She works a lot with the dark stuff, and then she's got a lot of like brighter genes going into her dark stuff.
Okay.
And she's kind of just stood out as a female in the hobby to kind of look up to. But I like a lot of her projects, and we follow her pretty close on like Instagram and stuff. She doesn't post a whole lot, but just the way that she operates her business and stuff, and how she like kind of just walks around like she doesn't care, like, I don't care if you don't like what what I'm doing or anything. I'm going to make what I want to make, and you can either buy it or you don't, and I don't really care. So
well, I think too many people, and I don't know that I should say this, I want to be one of those people that breeds to please me. And it sounds like that's how she is too. I'm not trying to make and do not get me wrong, I love what Justin Kabolka is making. He makes beautiful things. I love what Billy's doing. Billy makes beautiful things, and it's fine. I watch their stuff. Hey, Brooks. I love Brooks. Let me just tell y'all, I listen to crime podcasts all day. I listen, not all day, but when Brooks is on, I listen because I love Brooks. So if y'all do crime podcasts, CLL. So y'all go follow my girl Brooks on CLL. But I love listening to them, and I watch their videos, and I love what they're all doing, but I don't want to be any of them. I don't want to breed what they're breeding because I like what I like. And yes, the Batman's cool, and yes, the Pompeii is cool, and yes, all of those things are great and they're cool, but they've already been made.
Right.
I want to do something that I've created, or I've put my own spin on, or that I've done, and me and Mr. Donahue have done. So as much as I think everybody's great, I think it's okay for all of us to be ourselves.
I think that's important.
Yeah.
I think that's very important.
I don't want to be anybody's copy, is what I'm saying. So good for her. Good for Nicole. So I think I like her already. So
me too, because she's super quiet and shy and stuff. Like, and then once you bring her out and like she's been on a few different podcasts. I think she did a live with Billy back when he was doing his.
Mhm.
And by the end of the live, she kind of like took over the whole thing and was like, this project and that project and this and that. And Billy's like, well, I don't like how that looks. And she was just kind of like, I don't care.
Good for her. Good for her.
Because I think she was talking about, she either does Ultramil or Monarch or something, and Billy doesn't like it. I think it's the Monarch stuff that she's attached to.
Okay.
And she was like, well, I'm working with this. And he's like, well, I don't like that. And she was like, well, that's fine. She was like, I'm still going to work with it. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and that's the way it should be. I think we should be able to work with what we want to work with. If we like it, and if it's a normal, or as Kike says, it's a classic, super classic, and that's what we want to work with, and that's what we want to work with. You know, hey, old man pies. You know, it's like I say, I love leopard. If I want to put leopard into something, it's because I want to put leopard into something. It's because I think it's beautiful. Or, you know, whatever I want to work with, it's because I think it's beautiful. Okay, I'm done on my soapbox now. Okay.
Well, we love leopard too, Angie, so it's okay.
Thank you.
And that's where it's hard to have a favorite, because there's a lot of stuff that I like, that I love.
Right. See, I'm the exact same way, because there's so many beautiful genes, and you get lost in what you want to work with, and they say don't go down the many different paths with all the different genes that you want to work with. Just pick a few and work with those genes and be really good at it. You know, like JD with, you know, the Xanthics. And that's perfect, because he makes beautiful Xanthics. I mean, he does really create some beautiful Xanthics. But I can't just stick with that. I've got so many other colors I want to work with. I mean, I'm a Crayola box. You know?
That's how I feel.
Right?
So we kind of did ours a little bit different though, because we both really like the hypo gene. So we kind of made our base in hypo, and a lot of genes are cheaper to get in hypo, like than they are to buy in clown or something. Like if I want a blackhead clown, that's $3,500 right now. But if I want a blackhead hypo, that's $300.
Yeah.
So we spent the money in our hypo stuff, and then I spent the money on the females getting clown hat hypos and hypos hat for clown, so that way we can, and we're actually going to end up taking a lot of the stuff that I wanted to make initially, and we're going to go straight into like GHI hypo clowns instead of making a GHI clown and then a GHI hypo and putting them together. So we kind of changed.
We bought a lot of hats to just, you know, get into the projects. Hey, Stan. Hey, PCF. Hey, Diego. Did I get everybody?
Stan.
I said Stan.
PCF.
PCF and Diego. I'm trying really hard. Oh, man. See, I got off on a tangent again. See what we've done here? And I know that we're not going to be able to see some of your snakes tonight, because we're doing this together, which is awesome for us, because we get to kind of keep you at our house for a while and dominate your time.
I almost brought a classic just for Kike.
Did you almost bring a classic, super classic? We do have some of those around here, because we know how much Kike loves those. Now, the last time you guys were over, it was so funny, because we kept talking and having such a great time that we were up till, I think it was like 1:30 or 2, something like that. And we were all looking at the clock and we were like, is it really 1:30?
Yeah.
So you had to get up and make Thanksgiving that day, and we had to get up and drive all the way to Illinois for snakes.
Oh
we
my
wanted to pick up 2 females that day.
Well, we did.
And
But
Oh my gosh, yeah, we got we did, and then I did a show that night too. Yeah, we had quite the weekend, didn't we?
Yeah.
We always do that, but it's always fun, and I always have a good time, and our chats are always so wonderful because everybody's, I mean, you guys rock, so I never have a bad time with you guys.
Yeah, the chats are amazing. Like, I've gotten to know so many people so much better, like Keith and Ray and F&A. Like, these are all people that I wouldn't have any idea that they were even out there, you know, without the lives and the chats and everything. Like, she doesn't really get onto it, but I work 80 hours a week, and that's what I listen to when I'm at work.
When you're at work.
So,
That's what I'm saying. If I didn't have Brooks during the day while I'm sitting there just typing and trying to get all my work done, just listening, I would go crazy. I would be one of the stories Brooks was covering is what I would be.
right? I work at Ford Assembly, and I put the same 5 bolts on the vans as they go, because we build the transit van there. And I put the same 5 bolts on like 400 times a night. So if I didn't have something to listen to, I'd be insane by now. So
Yeah, I mean, you go crazy if you don't have your family to kind of keep you going. Thank God we've got the family.
right.
Kenneth and old man Buyer doing,
Are
like, talking about trading
they
this for that.
trading back and forth in the chat?
Yeah.
Well, thank God we haven't seen Juicy G in there in a while. 'Cause
Did
did she go to bed? She was out in California on the beach earlier, so let's keep her there. Holy cow. Is there what impact would you ladies like to have on the reptile community?
I don't really know about an impact, but like, we kind of are different from some of the people that came in about the same time as we are. Like, we were never convinced that we're going to be rich off of this by any means. And we didn't come in thinking we were going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, we were actually talking to Ryan last week, where we want to take 50% of our profits off the snakes and put it into US ARC. And I was talking to Ryan about possibly not even selling a snake to somebody if they're not a US ARC member. If you can't pull that up and show it to me, I'm not giving you a snake to take home. And he was like, whoa. Like, he kind of calmed down just a little bit. And I was like, okay, well, what would you recommend? And he was like, well, how about you take half your profit and donate it to US ARC, whatever your sales are per day, just donate it at the end of the day. And he was like, because a lot of the shows around here, we do, they'll take like 20 shows at the end of the day. And they tried the thing here a couple of times, but it didn't go off very well. So, but I just want to be known as, like, I don't want to get rich off of it or anything. We just want to make some really cool stuff and contribute to the community. Like, I don't care if we even make a dime, as long as we can support our collection off of what I make it work and what makes it work. Yeah, I don't care about the rest of it.
True. And I totally get what you're saying. I intend to live off Juicy G's OnlyFans so that we can feed the snakes. I'm going to retire off of that so that I don't have to work. Hopefully.
Well, you got to help her take some really good feet pics.
people are into that. That's it's crazy.
You better watch what you say. You're just downstairs from me right now.
Well, just so you know, feet creep me out, so please don't.
You are setting yourself up.
What other social media platforms do you guys use?
Mostly just Instagram. We don't even, I mean, we have a Facebook for like our company, but I don't even post to it. Just Instagram every day. And we just started doing Instagram like a month and a half ago.
Okay.
So we didn't have our logo done or anything like that. And I was like, I'm not putting anything out there until we can at least look professional. Like, so.
I have ours set up that everything I post on Instagram goes directly to my Facebook. So, and it's tied in to everything. So, so all of my family gets all of our snake stuff.
That's the other part of it is like my family, no. If every post was about snakes, like,
Yeah, I'm like, y'all better suck it up. You're getting a little bit of snake stuff. I know y'all don't love it, but guys, make sure that you are dropping your links in the chat so that we can all follow each other. Just in case we're not, we want to make sure that we all are. So make sure you're dropping them. We can't rely on Kike. He's the hardest working man in the industry. Let's all do our own if we can.
He'll do it. Give him 30 seconds. He'll have everybody.
I know.
You what?
Drop our own so that Kike doesn't have to.
But no, I thought about, because we have like a family group text, and so I get pictures of my nieces and nephews, and because they're all still in Colorado and Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I'm gonna start posting pictures of snakes to this group chat, because I don't have, like, we have kids, but like, you know, we don't see her all the time. So
Well, see, I have my regular IG, which is with my real name, and then our Celtic Balls one, and those two are tied together. And then my real Facebook and my Celtic Balls Facebook, and those two are tied together. So my family is getting hit on both ends. Like, suck it up.
I think out of all of my family, my dad's probably the most curious, because I picked her up a leopard pride in Colorado and drove it all the way back here with me as a surprise. And we went out to dinner, and he was like, what is in that container? And I was like, it's a snake. And he was like, you brought it inside? I was like, Dad, it's 20 degrees outside. I can't leave it outside.
Right?
And he's like, can I touch it? I was like, yep, you can.
Absolutely.
So he probably won't want to touch her now, though, because now she's like almost 1,000 grams. So
Thank goodness. We're all trying to get those girls over 1,500 so we can breed. Oh, Kyle's in the house.
And so is Cuddle Time.
And Cuddle Time. Kyle, we got to get donations for Kyle so we can get those legs waxed. We got it. Kyle's taking those US ARC donations. So any donations that are being donated to US ARC, we'll take donations for Kyle. Kyle takes donations, and any donations that go directly to US ARC, if you send screenshots to either myself, Tatum's Exotic Reptiles, or Jar, and let us know, then we'll know that we've got wax money for Kyle. That's how it works, right, Kyle? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if I'm telling them right. Yeah. Kyle's like, we're trying to get there, but if we don't, it means I don't get my legs waxed. I'm good. Hey, Kingdom.
is that Joe? The Kingdom Python?
Kingdom Pythons.
Okay. He's doing a really cool thing too. He actually is breeding snakes in the classroom.
Yes, they are doing breeding in the classroom with Kingdom Pythons. Ashley says you can donate or become a member to US ARC or US ARC Florida. So, yes. Good deal.
Sorry, I fell behind.
You fell behind? Well, I was reading them as they I was reading them because I'm trying to get this USARC money so that we can get Kyle waxed. And then we were trying to tell about Kingdom Pythons doing the breeding in the classroom because that's really super cool too. I watched a live about that when Earl went in the classroom and Billy was on the live. That was super cool. Let's see, what else do we need to know about, ladies? What else do we need to know about? Any projects that you're working on that you would like to know that's not super secret?
We don't really have any secrets. Like, we might have like one that we're not for sure is going to go or not, but as far as secrets go, we're not asking Kyle, but no, we've got a bunch of different clown and krypton stuff going, and then we got a hypo het clown female that just got up to size this year, and then we've got a lesser clown het hypo, or she's a visual hypo clown. We can't tell because they fade out so bad as adults, and she was 600 grams when we got her, and he was like, I don't know if she's visual or not, but here you go. And I was like, well, if she's visual, that works out even better. So she's going to be going to GHI Blackhead Mojave Hypo male. So we'll get some GHI Blackhead Mojave Hypo het clown stuff out of that one. And then our hypo het clown female is going to GHI lesser clown. So we'll get some GHI clowns out for hypo.
Oh, those will be nice.
And then
I saw Melinda said she ran into one of you at the Fed.
I think 2 weeks in a row.
Okay.
It was kind of crazy because that day we were picking up a snake, she was picking up a snake, and then there was another chick there picking up a snake, and there was a customer that was like standing there, and he was like, can I see? He was like, what are you guys doing? And we were picking up snakes, so we're all opening boxes and making sure they're okay and stuff before we take them out the store. And he's like running around, like looking at the different morphs and stuff, because she picked up 2 different snakes that day. And I think we were picking up 2 that day too.
Yeah, but
And then, yeah. So it was just like a little show inside FedEx that day.
Classic, super classic. Asking for a friend.
Yeah, I'm never on another live, QK. I'll make sure to bring this classic super classic with me.
Gotta love that, Kike. What do you think will be your first planned pairing?
Cool.
And what clutch are you most excited about?
So I'm super excited about the hypo het clown and the clown het hypo. And then I'm also excited because we're making our first triple het this year.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have triple het clown pie hypo with pastel and Mojave in the mix. So, and then we're also doing pastel Mojave clown het hypo to cinnamon het hypo. Try to get some cuter hypo het clowns. So. I think that's pretty much it for. Okay.
So the secret, because I like to tell, I do like to talk about it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I want to. So our first pairing was supposed to be our GH. Let me see if I got it right. GHI. Mojave Hypo, JPI Blackhead Mojave Hypo to a Mystic Potion Pet Hypo.
Oh.
Because I want to make GHI Mystic Potion Hypos. And our boy has kind of struggled this year a little bit, but he's getting better with food. So we paired our GHI Mystic Potion to her, and we're going to try to stuff that way.
I can't wait to see that.
I know, I'm so excited about
It's
it.
actually a pretty cool pairing because so he's GHI Mystic Potion and she's Mystic Potion. So they can only make Super Mystics, Mystic Potions, and Super Mojaves with GHI in them. Like, so give her some females to get started on.
But I would not be against a male by any means.
We already have a male.
A GI male. But they
Are you going to get a little mister if
But you said I have a whole rack of 20 pets.
she wants to keep every snake ever? So
It's true.
See, I do too. I do too. As we were putting things in containers today, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I would keep you. I would keep you. And we're like getting them ready, and we're marking people's names on them, and we're putting things. And I'm like, I would keep you if I could, but Daddy says we have no more space.
That's exactly what I say. It's all Mom's fault. Talk to her. Tell her.
I'm like, we have no more rack space. Daddy says you have to go now.
see, the rack space isn't a problem. It's just the feeding, because if you get 100 extra snakes that you're not breeding, how much is that costing you to feed them every week?
Well, he goes, no, we've got 13 pairs. We've got 13 breeding right now. You have no more rack space. These have got to go. You've got to get these out now.
Mm-hmm.
See, and that's where I'm at. Like, if we're not breeding it, then it's got to go.
I'm like, you mean they can't stay? He's like, no. We have to go now. I'm like, okay. Oh, man.
It's so hard. I like them all. They're like my little babies.
Exactly. And see, Kingdom has to wait until his students graduate before he can sell any snakes.
Oh yeah, because he lets them adopt them.
Oh,
They graduate.
that's nice.
He can't sell anything until they graduate and decide if they want to adopt them or not. So
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. I love that.
I'm trying to think of what else. We've got an ivory girl. She's going to be going to our Krypton. We've got a leopard stripe, possible phantom Krypton.
So how many technically do you have pairing right now?
We're probably going to end up with 13, I think, by the end of the year. We've got some girls that just need a couple more 100 grams on them, but they're eating really well. And then one of our males, we got him from Smorp. And I don't want to talk about food because I've heard really good things about him, but our male is almost a year or just over a year old, and he got here. He was 200 grams. And now he's almost 600, so we're getting there. But when he was maintenance fed, and I'm not a big proponent of maintenance feeding. So,
Okay.
and I like Steve. I've heard really great things about him and everything. We just didn't have a good experience on our end from where he came from. So, but he's doing good now. So he's going to be going to, I think, 3 girls this year. And then the Krypton is going to 3 or 4. And we have a blackhead Mojave het pied male that's going to a couple different females to make some possible het pied bows. I just want more blackhead in the collection. So we're just kind of using some of our other females that we wouldn't really be using for anything else to that male.
Okay. We have a couple boys that are going to multiple girls.
Yeah, our acid is going to 2 girls. Our
Our acid is going to a couple girls.
our pied head high.
And our pied het hypo is going to a couple of girls. But I think everybody else is just single dating.
So since we got an echo,
Honey, I don't know where the echo is coming from.
Yeah, we can kind of hear it down here, but it's not terrible.
when Angie talks, you hear
No.
No, just when we talk.
Do you guys have any of your apps open?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
it? Or whatever.
And it's just the one screen that's open down here too.
Try to turn the volume on the mic down. Ashley, if you
Down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, is that any better?
See
I
if
can
that
still
works.
hear it down here, but it's
Not
not
as
quite so
bad.
bad.
Okay.
Maybe that worked.
I think it's picking up off the speaker down here and onto the microphone, like a little bit of a delay. So I turned the speaker down a little bit too.
Okay. Are they on the Juicy G camera?
I think so, actually. This wall looks
I have
familiar.
no idea. So she was paying attention.
Who knows? Juicy G's. I can't with her. I just can't. Yeah, you might need to wipe it off.
I'm just not gonna touch anything. That's fine.
There might be some disinfectant involved. I'm just saying. We don't know. I mean, Juicy G was talking to a few people. I don't know. I don't know, girls. I don't know.
I don't know either, but I don't play that game.
True. Do you girls plan on going to any of the big shows this year?
I know for sure we want to go to Arlington. I don't know about Tinley because I don't think I could do Tinley. That's too many people.
It is a lot of people, but it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
I feel like if I went to Tinley though, I wouldn't be able to go inside the building because it's such huge like crowds. And so every time somebody takes a picture or something, there's a million people around them. And I
There's a lot.
like with my military background, I don't like being touched by people, especially if I don't know you. Like, yeah, I don't think I could do it. I'll just send her inside. Oh no.
I just can't. Oh my God, I just can't. I hope somebody got a picture of her earlier when she was on. And
So
they can
Ledka, I
send that
can't get
to me.
high. I'm still in the army. I can't get high. And even if I could get high, I probably wouldn't.
Oh my goodness.
I tried to smoke one time and I fell down 2 flights of stairs and cracked 4 ribs and I never touched it ever again.
I'm sorry, that's not funny, but it's just the way you explain it.
Hey, Fred.
I'm in the army, Joe.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Who the hell's Wilma?
Oh no.
I don't think there's enough moonshine in the
We're gonna have to get you like 3 cases of your sour apple moonshine just for you to.
Yes.
Is
Be able to
sour
cope.
apple moonshine good? I've never had
Yes.
sour apple, but I've had like my favorite is apple pie moonshine.
The sour apple is really, really good, but I don't think that there's enough.
Yeah, probably not.
If Wilma and Juicy G is going to be,
And Kendra.
and Kendra, it will be a cat fight.
Sounds like damn Barbies.
I can't. Oh, God. Oh. Kentucky Shine. Oh, God. Y'all are too much.
See, I don't even know what Will looks like in person, so I can just imagine like another big burly dude chasing Jeff around in a bikini. Like, there we go. And as long as their beards don't touch, it's all kosher.
Oh my can't with you. I can't with you.
Oh
Okay.
I can't
I
run
look like a
it.
little kid if we ever get to meet up with people. Will's 6'5", Ray's 6'5".
Oh my gosh.
Ginger.
See, now we just need a meme of Will chasing Jeff saying, "I'm going to get your soul," and we'll be all set.
I'm gonna look like a ginger Billy in heels.
Ginger Billy. I love Ginger Billy.
Oh my God.
Billy. I have to show you.
Oh man. Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
I legit look like a little kid. I am 5'6", maybe 5'7" on a good day. So if I ever get to meet Ray or Will or even Keys,
I'm 5'2 3/4.
yeah. So
Okay.
I'm 5'2 3/4.
I love it.
Okay.
Sister Donahue. He gives me so much hell.
I got to make it out to Fred and AJ's though. Like I feel like we've gotten really super close to them, and they're in our old stomping grounds. So. Oh wow.
That's what he says about me. And I said, no, that's my grandmother. My grandmother was 4'11.
Oh gosh.
Oh, my raise a don't drink cold water. See what y'all did to this chat?
Yes.
I did. She started it. She started that.
No,
It's
I
just
don't
such
want
one
to be.
downside though. It's because we don't have that 6'5" man. Like it just doesn't exist.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how my chats just go downhill. I try to be, I have my questions, they're legitimate questions, and it goes downhill.
I feel like every chat that goes downhill though has Will in it somewhere. Just saying.
So maybe that's the culprit. It's not me at all.
It might not count though, because Will's in like every single chat,
He's in every
all the
single
time. He's got to have like 4 or 5 devices open at home all the time.
Oh no. But Linda's going to be in St. Louis tomorrow doing a show. So if
They have
anybody's
shows
out there,
in St. Louis almost like 3 or 4 times a month. St. Louis is crazy.
they have crazy. Yep. Tammy's tall.
That's the same height as us.
I'm 5'7", 5'6", 5'7".
Oh, y'all are tall.
I'm not gonna share my weight, but it's fine.
Y'all are thin though.
No, but it's okay.
Salt and Cajun pepper.
Oh my god. Oh man. He follows Will. My god, y'all. Oh man.
But as far as going to like the bigger shows, the hard part for us is we have 3 dogs and 3 cats on top of all the reptiles and everything. So trying to find somebody to come over and take care of the dogs, the cats, and the rats. Because I would be having a panic attack if we were 8 hours from home and not knowing what's going on in our rat room.
Oh, true.
So
That's true.
So we talked about like driving up from Tinley basically as soon as I leave work, coming home, picking her up and basically throwing her in the car, letting all the dogs out, driving up to Tinley, spending all day up there, and then driving back in the same day.
Oh, that's
We wouldn't be
that's-
able to hang out with anybody other than at the show. So
Mhm.
exactly. Who let her in the chat? I thought it blocked her.
well, on the plus side, we're on her camera, so she can't just randomly pop up.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
I got a phone too.
Is she gonna hijack your phone? She's out in California. She better not be sliding into your DMs.
She's not gonna mind me. I ain't like that.
She better not.
Just you and I.
Block that bitch. Block that bitch. We're gonna tussle. We'll tussle. I'll throw hands. Tell you what.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, girls, we have done it. Y'all have done your show.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt.
No.
Mm-mm.
Juicy G barely escaped getting hurt.
I didn't have to see a banana hammock. I'm super excited.
You still in my house.
Thank God the Christmas bows are downstairs, yo.
I've gone 35 years without seeing one. Please don't let it be yours that I see first.
Oh my God. I am so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. And Mitzi missed all of it.
Yeah, but you didn't hear it all. I didn't see her pop up.
Oh my God. All right. Okay. I'm going to put y'all backstage. Y'all don't have to stay there because you're downstairs.
All right.
You can log out and come on up.
All right.
I'll tell everybody good night and we'll see you in just a minute.
All right. Thank you for everybody that came in and said hi and wanted to meet us, because I know I've been in the chats and stuff, but we haven't posted pictures of us at all anywhere. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, girls.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you in just a second.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming in. You guys always show up for us and we love you so much. We always appreciate you. And thanks for putting up with our nonsense, our shenanigans, and always Juicy G. We'll be right here doing what we love and loving what we do. You keep chasing that dream.